meteors still coming through. The asteroids kept coming, and it just annihilated them. And at some point, let's just say the Galactic Council out there was like, enough is enough. We're not going to block all these meteors and asteroids from hitting this planet. We're going to just let it in. Because we need this to end. Because that was when they started making the platypus. No, you shouldn't be messing around like that. You can do... Now, this is part of Atlantis. They did experimentation, but they didn't not consciously do them. It's the side that was looking for power, that lost sight of themselves, that did this. So when you think of Egypt and they do those cross-human things and birds and animals and, Anubis, half-dog, all that stuff, that's a no-no. You have to allow the amoeba to grow from its nascent sense to grow to its most advanced on its own, but without interference. You can intervene and help and send another nugget of oxygen, nitrogen, carbon. You know what I'm saying? To the amoeba, so it grows in cellular, multiplication. But it doesn't mean that you had that the other way around. You have to allow it to happen. You have to allow them to do it.
Sorry to interrupt. Have you got any questions?
Yeah, I was looking at our notes because we were looking up facts yesterday, and there's actually this place in the Sahara Desert that's got all these rings, and from space you can see it. Nobody knew it was there until
if I had a sand blower, I would blow your freaking mind. That's where this temple was. That's where this empire was. That's where this is. That's where this pyramid was. Yeah, straight up. Yeah, keep talking.
Listening to us and watching us, just get this. This isn't like a little piece of information. This is a vast piece of knowledge, isn't it?
And when they say disclosure, this is what they mean with disclosure, because these are the roots of humanity and how humans became humans. Because nobody wants to know that we were tampered to be made. I'm just going to say it, and it's not comfortable. The sooner you get comfortable with it, good for you. Because I finally got comfortable with it. We were tampered to be made.
Yeah, I haven't thought of that word.
And Plato mentioned Atlantis, but researched it, and he actually got the information from someone else who said it was a wall in Egypt.
Right, but that's it. And then if you look on the walls in Egypt, you're right. If you look at them, I think
he just fabricated the story to make his empire, the Greeks, fantastic, and they spoke Greek, but the history of Atlantis was thousands of years before Greece.
I'll give you times.
He fabricated. He made up stories. Really,
Atlantis is about anywhere from 50 from the birth of 60,000 years ago from the first Atlantean island, give or take. It's an amazing thing too. The people from that were in Atlantis came down here as well to Australia, so Aboriginal people. So if you think 60,000, that's conservative. Yeah. Bermuda Triangle, like you're saying, one of the crystals in the temples literally unhinged from its base, and then you have an actual temporal, what do you call it? A temporal portal that is off its balance. And everything now is out of whack. So anything that goes in there will go through another time and is looping through time and is now in a different dimension period. Good luck, but you're never going to find them again. They're not coming back. Some of them go into space, some people go, you have people I'm not allowed to go any further. There's
lots of things we hear that are mystical from Libya, don't we?
Yes, Libya has one. Libya has Tunisia, another area. It would be like, are you kidding?
I was trying to remember East Africa, North Africa,
Tunisia, Libya, Liberia, Mali was one of the oldest and most prolific, profoundly powerful empires the world has ever seen.
I do apologise and just interrupting. Aaron's just letting us know that he's having trouble.
Who, me?
No, he said it's very hard to understand what you're saying.
Oh no!
We can hear you.
We can hear you. Absolutely fine.
Is it saying, or do I need to do this? Is that better, everyone? Mike, you better write back.
It's breaking up so bad.
Oh, sorry. Okay, we're gonna do it this way now. Is that better?
We haven't got anything. We've just got the phone. Which is
You said it's jumping. Oh, it's jumping. Why is it jumping? See, I told you guys. It sounds so funny that, okay, you know what, we're gonna try this and see if you can hear me without. Ready? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Let's hope it's loud enough. Oh, my phone.
All three of us are breaking up.
Yeah.
You know what I think it is? It's I have a feeling it's also the topic, because this is not something that is light and fluffy. And like I said, sorry, thank you for telling me, honey. I appreciate it. And also husband face. The fact is this is not a light topic.
No, do you know what? This is gotta be, we've got to get the link for this, because I think I feel this is going to go off.
I get the feeling that there was power and material and that ego. There was quite a lot of ego there.
Yes, and they meaning those that watch remotely. They're warned not to watch me anymore. So if they are still doing it, I will just do one quick thing, everybody, while I get my cute big belly going down here. Hear that? That's my belly. Yes, we can hear each other perfectly. That's the funny thing. That's a great question. Yeah, and I'm the highest volume. So, all right, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna try to do this and see if I can. Well, that's 2 seconds. Now you're on the ceiling. I'm just gonna there you go. Now you're standing it straight face to face, and I'm going to go directly. I'm going to actually try to manipulate the internet right now, because I've done this before, but I told you I ziz the electronics. So it says edit. I can't edit. It's live, monkey face. I love you. Hold on.
But yeah, what I was going to say as well.
I love him.
There was when I first knew about Atlantis and things like that, and the bloke went down. Do you remember he was doing the diving?
Gosh, what's his
I've
name?
forgotten his name. But the actual buildings, you know, I just can't get over how the constructed stuff. You know, when I first knew about
complex drainage systems.
I hear everything you're saying. I'm not hearing everything.
This was the Dwalker one.
the world.
Yeah, watching last night.
Okay, hold that thought. I heard everything you said, because it has a connection to how the Romans got aqueducts, but it was also ancient.
Yeah, so I can actually feel something behind us.
Okay.
Above us,
Yeah, so
behind us.
let me just do one quickie thing, because I'm going to. They think because I'm hot and all pissed off that I'm not. No, thank you, Warrior Girl. Appreciate it. I'm just gonna hydrate myself just to give him a little get out of my space, and then everybody just deal for 2 seconds. I'm so sorry. You didn't think I had that one, did you? Huh? Yes, I do. Back away. Oh, I'm gonna make that one bigger just to scare you. Need them both? All right. I'm talking to them. This is how we have conversations. This is why I call them cosmic conversations. Gaia, thank you. Gaia, thank you.
I'm clearing us as well.
Thank you, Source. Oh shit, the dragon came out. Alright, whoever's around, you do run because my dragon comes out, and my dragon comes out, you're not going to be living very long. Bye. Okay, continue your question.
Yeah, right. See, now this is why we got in touch.
Yeah, see it, yeah.
This is why we got in touch. Just to break this just a little bit. Because you're absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I've just cleared us. I've just sort of done a bit of protection, and all of a sudden I've got a burst of flowers.
Oh,
White
cool.
flowers in particular.
What
Yeah,
flowers?
because we were talking about being fertile.
Yeah.
No, not us being fertile.
No, that's long gone.
Fertility. Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was getting white flowers through.
Yeah, white.
Loads
That's
and
the
loads
color.
and
White.
loads of flowers.
Yeah, it's white. It's definitively white. It's always white. Always. Yeah.
And what's funny is I didn't do anything you two did, but all I thought was I was like a gatekeeper kind of thing.
Yes, that's what we
Do you know what I mean? I just stood here ready, like, okay, who's gonna go first? Somebody, you get me? And that's how I felt.
Yeah, they're kind of pissed. They're pissed off that we're talking about this. They're like, she knows too much. She can't tell it. But this is what disclosure is. This is what we're here for. We're not here to hide the facts of what you've done. You've done it. Now we have to make peace with it. Wicked cool. So, it's kind of funny that dragon is out. He said, "Oh, the blue dragon is out." Yes, it is. It's not. See, my blue dragon is very. All my higher selves that are star beings are stealth, and they're cloaked. So either way, you don't see them.
Yeah.
And you're not going to know they're there, but they're there for protection, like you guys said. So I appreciate that. So that's a good confirmation, because if it came off any other way, but I was like, that's why I said you really want both.
I just felt safe with both of you.
Yeah, the both is the avian and the dragon, and they're literally wing to wing holding the space, going back the fuck off.
Yeah.
We've got our own dragon. We'll have to send you some. We've got our own dragon oracle deck that we designed.
Ooh, see, that's my challenge. I love that.
And you can get our tarot and oracle decks from, I don't remember.
Cosmic Emporium. Yeah.
Oh, cool. When we're done with this, give me more details, because then I can figure out how to do my cards. Because I have like 10 decks in the works and I didn't figure it out yet.
Yeah, like we all started off just going off the topic with the tarot cards, and we was thinking, what can we do? And I just went,
what do we both love?
Well, not me, but chocolate.
Oh my gosh!
You know.
So we did a chocolate tarot.
Yeah. And then we did things like, talking of fertile, and it is a plug, but I'm just saying, talking of fertile, we did plants,
cypress in particular,
that are native to here, and there was some birds as well, wasn't there? What I'm getting at is, it seems like we're encapsulating some kind of.
Do you know, we was both drawn to Cyprus North in particular.
Yeah.
I was born in UK in London. I was never felt at home in London.
No.
I was always had horses, so I was always drawn outside of London. But here, I mean, I have been all over the world. I've been lucky. I've been to, different continents. But here, I always felt at home when I came here.
See, I understand that.
Used to kind of, when I was a lot younger, then I brought my kids, and then my mum and dad stayed, and then I stayed, and then my daughter followed. As you know, she's just had a bubba, who's
Yeah.
fine, thank you. And it's just I don't. I seem to be drawn to historical stuff and the past and
Oh yeah, but no, but there's more to that, and you know it. You've been there.
Pantara Castle
No,
is
it
one of
wasn't just
one
it wasn't
place,
just
and
Cyprus
it's
you've been
just
to. You've been to that whole region of the
absolutely
world where in a
fascinating.
past life you've been there before. Like it's
Mm.
not past life, it's synchronized life. But your synchronized life. One of my synchronized lives is in Turkey as well. Speaking of politics, but you know, yeah,
Yeah.
I was there at a very crucial time, and this is one of their beings playing little, shenanigans.
Little
But
naughtiness.
they think they can play, but this is too big of an energy to schnuck around with. This is not the one you say, poke, 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 poke. You don't poke this one. You just don't.
But sorry to interrupt, but I was going to say, Oren's just mentioned that you're going to make candles.
Yes, I am.
What?
Yes.
Weird. Because we
ahead.
used to make our own soap.
I know.
And
I
we
was going to
all,
just say. I was going to plug that. I was going to plug that you guys that you make this amazing olive soap, and if we can get you guys more of a business, international, it'll be really good. Yeah, I am plugging it. I can plug everyone else but myself. So you plug me, I'll plug you. Go for it.
we'll
But
plug
we
you.
stopped making the soap because it wasn't selling very well. And we've got all these lovely molds, and I'm thinking, I don't want to get rid of the molds. What can we do with them? We could make candles
Candles.
because we've
Yes.
still got the oils, we've still got the plants, citrus plants from our garden. We can infuse them into
There was one thing I was going to say about the soaps, you see. It was natural olive oil from here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cyprus olive oil,
Yeah.
right?
It was amazing.
And we were making sage, lemon balm. I'm just
Anything from our gardens,
right from our gardens, yeah.
Do
But
that.
what was getting us was we actually went and purchased some like perfumey oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Everybody was coming along and going, oh, I like that one.
Yeah, everybody wanted the fake fragrances, and they're not ready. Like you said, with spiritual stuff, some people are just not ready to
They're
accept
not. They have to wait. Yeah, exactly.
nature and reality.
Right.
Mhm.
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
With natural stuff, I wanted to do it too, but I'm afraid of this certain, like if you put a certain herb, I don't want it to burn. I want it to get coated with the scent for it to like fuse. So how
Yeah.
like that's the catch, like if you can get the essence out of the herb yourself,
Yeah.
that would be amazing. Oh, they live in Cyprus, Warrior Girl.
Yeah, so we do Marie's infused plants into oil or into water.
Yes,
Oil, yeah.
We use tea.
Oh, boiled.
Yeah, boil it. Yeah.
Boil it. Oh, fantastic colours you get when you boil them.
That's it. Boil
And
them
it's not
down.
the
Get the
smell.
flower petals.
No, it's not the smell.
Hibiscus.
You do get a nice smell. It's a nice natural soapy smell, isn't
But
it?
you can also do creams. You can do lotions with it. I've seen someone do lotions
we
online
did as
with
well. We did shea butters.
I know.
Yeah, but it just melted.
We have to have refrigeration places and then transport it, and we just couldn't do it.
They were great, but it's not something you can do in 110 degree heat.
Yeah, I was just going to say about the soaps, is that people, like you just said, people weren't ready. There'll be a time, Nicole, there will be a time.
Yes.
Are you getting me?
When people have had enough.
Yeah, this is to you.
I
this
heard
is to push you.
I'm just listening. It's doing the head thing again.
Yeah, because everybody, I tell you what, this lady is amazing.
Stop. I'm crying again.
This lady is amazing, and we don't want you to stop. We don't.
No, we need your wisdom.
Yeah, the collective don't want you to stop.
Yeah.
They don't. We just need to give you the encouragement to reassure you that you are thinking the right things and you are doing the right things.
I will.
And then about the soaps, is comparing it to you, is that it didn't take off. It didn't take off this time.
No.
It will at some point.
I know.
Something will.
But when it does, it will freak me out even more because I am the most introspective. Like if you think of an introvert and you're like, oh, I see an orb. I'm the orb that says hi and flies away. Like that's me. I'm not the one that says, "Woo, look at me! Look at my pretty colors." Like, no. Yeah. Let's do the hair flip.
Yeah,
Hair flip.
yeah.
It's not me. I can't do it. I need to be
Yeah.
the person who's just partaking information, and then, like you see, you gave a detail that confirmed something from my end, and I said something, you're like, but yes, that makes sense here, and then see, that's what that whole thing is. It's like
Synchronicity, isn't it? It's synchronicity.
It is. It is. You know, you said, you're like, why did I move here in so many words with your statement? I was like, because you've been there. You know, I went to Turkey for my honeymoon, but then again, I didn't leave the hotel because I didn't have a good experience when I was there. So you have to know why, you know, like we could have, I wanted Cyprus for our honeymoon. It was $1,000 extra.
Well, you're always welcome to come and stay here.
Oh, thank you. And same here as well.
Yeah.
Like if you go and visit family nearby in a controversial place, I'm so sorry, people, but it's true. We can hop over and see you from that side, hint, hint. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
You know, like I can't.
Well, I'll tell you a candle. Are you doing? Sorry,
Go.
Are you experiencing a lot of insects, flies, or doesn't that go on?
It does here. That's the problem. The heat is.
Okay.
It does the same as it does in the Mediterranean, where the heat will call on any insect that grows in the heat. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Quick one. If you don't know, then I'll be telling. I mean, if you do know, I'm telling other people.
No,
Get yourself, and I can only mention Turkish coffee because it's what I've used. So get yourself some a DIY kit, right? Quick one. Get some candles, maybe 3 or 4, right? Normal candles, white candles, right? Melt them, get the wicks out. When it's melted, add Turkish coffee.
Oh,
pour it in, right?
Powder.
Yeah, powder, Turkish coffee, because we burn Turkish coffee and it gets rid of the flies.
And it's a nice smell.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, right? So you put the Turkish coffee in the melted wax, then you pour it into a container, obviously fireproof container. Sorry, you put your wick in, you know, you hold your wick, pour it in. So you've got this coffee infused wax, and then you drop some cloves. Put cloves
get out.
Right?
Cloves.
And then you've got your wick, obviously, you let it dry and cut it so it's relatively okay to, and that I could make a fortune, couldn't I?
Yeah, I mean you can do it in a glass.
Oh, that's fantastic. I have molds that can do that, actually. I
was going to say.
Oh, yeah.
Decent molds.
Yeah, do it. I don't know about when I say normal coffee. Maybe normal coffee works, but I'm working with what I've got here.
I think the Turkish, there's something to the Turkish coffee that it's different because it has a punch to it. It's different from the Italian.
If you was at my home now, you'd see there's a saucer, isn't there?
Yeah.
And when it gets too much, I just pour it into a pile and I light it, and it's like, oh God, the whip. Oh, because I love coffee.
I knew the cloves. I didn't know the Turkish coffee. It's a wonder what the coffee is made of.
I know. I mean, people, if they've got wicks, if they've got wax that they're melting 4 candles, they can't, you know. I probably lost out on millionaire status now when I'm putting that on the internet.
Wow. These are good ideas. I wrote that one down. I wrote that down.
You know, it's nice to share stuff.
It is. I think it is. I have a question for Warrior Girl. Do you have any questions? Because she said it cleared up a bit. So if she has any questions, please pop in. And by the way, if you do want a fun reading, just for the general whatever, we can do that just for, you know, shits and giggles too. That's all good because, you know, they're all very talented themselves. So just know that, you know, you're in good hands.
And this is our first time doing a live as well. So hopefully maybe we'll do some more.
See, I started my lives being silly. Like, I just went in going, you know what? And I'm so happy. Like that's why I'm bringing me to tears, because I didn't want it to be pretentious and snooty and snosh, you know, like I can't handle that because I just, when you're there,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
you're already bearing your soul as it is. So what's the point? You know, do it, but do it correctly. Do it.
I'm sure you've got some gorgeous scenery outside.
Oh
Can
my
you do some
God.
outside filming? You know, in nature.
Go and sit somewhere.
And do a
There's a
live.
problem
Yeah,
with 8
I would
legs.
love
I
to see
would,
that.
but there's only thing like if not on Cyprus, you don't have these. You probably have the snakes, but here we have the 8 legs. That's all I'm gonna do. Don't say anything else.
We
And
have really bad ones, don't we?
And these
We
things
have
down
bad
here
ones.
literally take your life. So we don't. Well, to me it does because they scare the living boogers out of me. But we don't really
Yeah.
talk about those things, and until like I made a deal with them, they can make their happy little homes. They're stringy homes. All they want, just don't come in my space.
Okay. Well,
I work with the Fae, and they do that. The Fae work with them, and they go, okay, we're gonna hang out there, and you do you, I do me. Like it's you do you, boo, I got my boo. We're this is our space.
well, those
Or-
obstacles that you face, right? Get into an area where those obstacles are depleted
Or
in nature.
would you do a circle of something?
I could do it on the
that
beach.
of
I could do it on the beach.
repellent?
Yeah,
Beach?
I could do it by the
Yeah.
beach.
Or
Yeah.
like you know, like a salt circle or something that
Yeah,
they
I
wouldn't
told our work
cross
like you.
into.
Yeah, I think we can definitely do it, and that's a great idea. I'd rather go do it by a beach, you know, have enough power on the phone, like an extra, you know, charger just in case, and then just go there and do that, and then if it's meditation or if it's whatever, and then just go from there because it would be nice in that sense.
That
'Cause
would
the
be
beach is
lovely to
gorgeous.
see.
You
Yeah.
do it.
To see.
I will.
Yeah.
Challenge. See, there it
Yeah.
goes again. Crack, crack, crack.
Yeah. Well,
Now, Warrior
Well-
Girl has asked us for a general reading for the week. Now, ladies, it's up to you. You don't have to use cards. I know you both don't need cards. I think you're both intuitive. So you can either use a card or just feelings. Yeah?
Well, I can go and get the cards. I've got
It's up to you. Or you can do the cool runes thing because I was watching the runes.
decks.
I know, the runes were amazing. Warrior Girl said your aura just blew up.
Let me disappear.
wow.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Just go and do it.
It
Just go
did.
and do it.
Because she knows I'm
Wow.
going to do it. That's why. She's like, okay, that's why. Yeah.
Yeah. Pardon? Dragon? Yeah, get the dragon ones for the
Yeah, get whatever ones you guys want to do, and then because yeah, I really liked the runes thing. That was fun because I make my own cards and stuff too myself. So, and I kind of I love when people create cards, but
we was on about this, just getting some playing cards,
that's all I have.
and then
Yeah,
I was going to write, myself. I was going to write some stuff and ask Tina to write some.
yes, I think it's easier.
Thoughts,
And I got
things.
an idea from a friend not to do. Well, they were doing. They got a little deck of just the major arcana, and I don't really like the rest of the tarot. I just like.
Yeah, I'm into oracles more. Oh yeah,
Me too.
These are our dragon deck.
There you go. So,
That we
Warrior Girl,
designed.
you're getting a reading from the lovely ladies. They're going to give you a reading from the dragon deck. Both of you you're helping whether you realize it or not. So just say it.
I know. That's why I'm keeping quiet. I think my strength is in shutting my mouth.
Yeah, your blue dragons there.
Go for it. Go for it. I'm just going to spray my whole body down as we're talking. There, that's the water.
Feels like a flash dance video.
Oh, and yes, this is perimenopause, but honestly, I can give a crap. This is just too hot. So, gosh, the major arcana. Yeah, I know it did. That's why I'm saying it's these Warrior Girls, right? The major arcana came first, and that's why. And they were all playing cards, like you were saying.
Before Warrior Girl, yeah. Warrior Girl.
You're saying, like you were saying, it was like the cards were all. They are playing cards initially. So the Lenormand cards. That's why I go for Oracle cards. But they were all there. You go.
Can you see that?
For you, darling. Warrior Girl, that's for you, honey.
Is that back to front?
Can you read that?
I can read
Or
it.
is it backwards?
I can read it. Yeah. Breakthrough in the shattered. Yeah.
In shattered fragments of limitation, a breakthrough blooms. lighting the path to boundless horizons.
Yeah, I was going to say, warrior girl, you've been waiting for something.
Now there's
Give you a bit of
something-
confidence here to go and do something that you've really wanted to do, and I don't know what it is, but yeah.
Now I picked out the dragon cards, and for some reason,
Oh look,
there's an alchemy card stuck in it in the dragon deck, which is nothing to do with the dragon card. So I'm going to read it because it's just
yeah,
there.
you read it because it's too much
So
light.
it's yeah, it's
It's Spandau
it's an,
Ballet.
it's an alchemy card for gold.
Wow.
Okay, and if it's significant, there's a number 79, and the symbol is the sun, which is
Confirmation.
also Sunday.
Mm.
It's about the heart, perfection of mind and spirit, and success, like the tarot sun card. So it's good health and happiness, that one. So do you want to elaborate on those?
No,
Because I
was-
know you're good at the oracle.
Well, I was saying to Warrior Girl when
Yeah.
you said before we drew the breakthrough card, and I just want to do that before I carry on. Look how majestic you are, Warrior Girl. Look, that sun is either setting for you on something that you've worked
Right.
hard to do,
Yeah.
or it's going down on something to give you calmness, to know that you have done what you needed to do for the next step. Look how lovely that is. You're that
It's
dragon,
great.
mate.
It's that sun breaking through the
Yeah,
clouds.
that's
isn't
you,
it?
Warrior Girl.
Yep.
Yeah. And regarding the gold and the 7 and 9, I'll bring it into it like the 7 and 9. I don't see it as 79.
No.
I
No,
see it as
7 and 9.
16.
It says
Yeah,
7
I see.
affects the 9. Exactly right. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So remember, we had the breakthrough with the sun.
Yep.
And look at that. Look at that, Warrior Girl.
The
Right?
sun, and
I'm
then
just-
the 7 and the 9. The spirit is spirit. Number 7 is going within with the spirit and being the soul you are, the essence. And 9 is an ending, beginning, and it's exactly what you just said. One right on top of the other.
I've got goosebumps, and it looks like my dragon too. Oh, brilliant!
Oh.
Yeah,
Absolutely
and warrior
brilliant.
girl, I've been a high priestess. I was a high priestess actually in Turkey. Hint, hint. That's all I could say. But you were a high priestess as well, and I was a high priestess in Atlantis before it was corrupted about 36,752 years ago. They just told me. So it gives an idea. Like people get, their hits. That's how it comes. So if you're gonna listen to it. Like I have to listen to it. Like Marie's been yelling at me to be nice, and Tina's been telling me to keep doing this and fine. I get it. We have to do things we're not comfortable with. I always say the package sucks. All right. You don't have to like
Going
the
off
package.
that, going off what you just said with Warrior Girl,
Yeah.
as we say in Birmingham, UK, Bab, listen,
I love it.
right? Is that I just get this feeling that you may have been overwhelmed with support. You've been overwhelmed with it, and you just didn't know how to receive it.
She doesn't.
But
She's worse than me. You think I'm bad?
oh God! All right. Well, Warrior Girl,
Just saying.
pull your pants up and get on with it. It's time to get on with it now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And my lovely husband
Well-
has a question for you, ladies. If you're up
Oh,
to it.
well, yeah. Where's that? Is it Do We Move? That one?
Yeah, that I will allow him to ask. Yes, that's allowed. Go ahead.
Do we move how or
Do
do
we know how is it?
Sorry.
How or do we stay for now? Do
You
we
think do you move houses now or later?
Ah.
It's like when you type it in, it corrects your grammar and it screws it up, so it makes sense.
Understood. I was just trying to.
No, it has
my,
to be
my name corrected. I'm Tina, but my name corrected, autocorrect comes out as tuna. For some reason.
Mine comes out auto-corrected with a C at the beginning and T at the end, but that's another story.
Oh God.
I'll tell you what, if you can't have a laugh.
Oh, you're welcome, sweetheart. Anytime. Let's see. I'm gonna read. Ah, resistance. Stand on your ground. Believe in your strength. Beware. Ah. See, that's the problem. I don't know if we go or stay. That's what I hear. Yes, but no, but maybe, but
You
yeah.
want to hear what we've said about it, right? Go on. Stand your ground. Believe in your strength. Yet beware the pitfalls of stubbornness. For flexibility can be the key that unlocks new possibilities.
So I have to wait for the right sign. I got it now. I have to wait for the right thing for it to fall into place to say now's the time to go.
And my topic. Look, I'm only taking the what's it off.
Look at my blue dragon.
Stubborn.
Blue.
Look at my blue dragon.
Yeah. And these are available on the Cosmic Emporium. Thank you.
They're lovely. Ah, it makes sense.
You know, do you know what? I think it's been lovely. Well, I don't think it. I know it's been lovely talking to you.
Yes.
And having conversations that, you know, with the Atlantis, you've given us so much more information and lots of things to think about.
I hope I did. I just put it a little bit in. I mean, there's so much out there. Like when you hear, well, this was Atlantis, that was Atlantis, and they go, no, it wasn't. This was. Stop. Feel it. If you own it, like Warrior Girl saying, like I was in Atlantis too. I was, you know, she was in the ancestry of it. It's absolutely right. So when you can find that you can make a connection to something, great. If you can't connect to it, that's fine too. But blind faith does not mean blind acceptance.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Right? So you can accept something. Oh yes, they have a page. It's the same as a cosmic crone conversation.
Warrior Girl, write this down, get a pen. A cosmic vibe for all your ambient needs. A cosmic crone conversation.
I'm gonna add it to the description after the live. They're gonna give me
and also, what is it? Oh God, I've forgotten.
Cosmic Sisters Tarot.
Yeah, sorry, cosmic. So yeah, it'll all be there for you, Warrior Girl. I will not sit here and not plug. What's your blue Avian? Your channel? Sorry.
Avian. It's just plain Cosmic Avian.
Yeah, I will not sit. I am blatant to push out information, to support people, collaborate with people that, you know, that when I say on the same wavelength, I mean, we are a community.
We are. Yeah, on the same wavelength. That's the whole thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I am a bit of a promoter, and I will go, right, yeah, you can get it from here, you can get it from there. Do you know what? It's not about that. It's about spreading a message, not the message, a message.
And slowly people will come to you who need it. It's the same when I do the readings. You know, if it's not for you, you won't find it. If it's for you, you'll find it. So when people are ready to accept it, they will find you. Synchronicity.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody watching or listening will go, they've watched a reading or something. Oh, it's all loads of baloney. And the next day they'll come to it and go, do you know what? Jeez.
Sometimes you go away
really
and
is
think
me.
about it. Yeah,
Exactly. So the discernment is the key. Exactly. So if you can discern, they just got back. So if you can discern what you really need from it, or what makes sense to you, like I heard someone speaking, and I was like, wait a second, that's off. But I understand this piece. So when I said something now, Tina said, oh, this I got, and then Maria said, this I got. Like the pieces have to do that.
Yeah.
This has to be the motion of it all. If it's not moving in consistent, perpetual, energetic transmutation, you're not doing anything. You're just going, ooh, interesting. That's not going to get anywhere.
You
guys are right.
I know, that's in the back. Nicole, it's been absolutely fabulous.
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone, for Warrior Girl for being here, and whoever else.
Yeah, thank you, Warrior Girl. And Aaron, thank you so much for contributing.
Yeah, absolutely. Without him, I wouldn't be here. And honestly, yeah, Virgo, you have more than you realize, and like I have to face my own. You got to do the same.
Yeah. If you can dish it out, you gotta receive something.
You have to. Listen, you can't just be such a giver. I'm a giver too. This doesn't work. It was wonderful
Yeah.
you being here.
It's
Thank
hard. It's hard, isn't it, to grab that
But-
concept?
But it has to,
yeah.
but we have to do it. Whether we, because we're givers, we're not takers, it hurts. We get it, but we have to do it anyway. Because if you don't, nobody else will.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Right. So we're going to bid you farewell from a cosmic conversation from me, Marie,
And me, Tina.
and you, Nicole. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Shall we do the evil queen?
yeah, do that. Oh God! Oh, something behind you. It's behind you.
Of course, we're so gorgeous and darling. Look at us, darling. We're so flashy, posh. Gosh,
Look at me now.
And then
Right.
it says the husband, get your face out of here.
Hello, darling.
He's boiling. My gosh, I don't know how he's walking around.
Well,
Okay, thank you guys for
As we
coming.
say here in Northern Cyprus, Teşekkürler canım.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
guys.
you, darling.
Okay,
Okay,
now I'm gonna
bye-bye.
figure out how to go out. Let's see. I think it's the X. Hold on. I do
You
this
just
every
put
time.
faces till you go.
I know. Wait, what's my name? Namaste. She's right. No, namaste. Okay, yeah, the dragon's still out there. And diagonal. That's what I'm doing. Like that. Boom, 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 boom. Do you see that? From Iceland to Georgia. Yes, you see where I'm going?
Yeah.
And then if you see and then if you stand over here and you're like Portugal and Spain, and then you're talking about the rock, is it Gibraltar or
Yeah.
and then the walk, the entrance into the Mediterranean. What do you call it again?
You're two worldly boys.
It's in my partner, he's not here, he's flying back to the UK, but he was in the Navy.
Yeah, you probably know all these places. Okay, Atlas. Yeah, Atlas held up the Earth there. You know where they say Atlas held up the Earth? There. It's where between Spain. Aha! Now you're showing me the map. Spain and Africa. It's that place, and it's right. And now the curve of Africa over here, where all the slavery started, really, unfortunately, sadly, towards the triangle trade. And there's the Canary Islands. The Canary Islands are part of the last pieces next to Bahamas.
I actually
Bermuda.
about the Bermuda Triangle.
Bermuda and Bahamas. Yeah, that's it.
Atlantis.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And that's the remain of it. So what happened was you had one big island. The Canary Islands is another. You'll see remnants of it on there. And Colossus Roads, where was it? That's a good question. Where were the Colossus of Rhodes also? So that's a kind of the same story, where something and welcomed you in. And a lot of shows, like I don't know, Game of Thrones or whatever, they did that too. You know, they showed that stuff. So what happens? Half the island, more than half the island, like there's your fingers of the island, volcanic eruption. Now what happened was, all around, there were about 10 to 12. Notice it's not 10, but it's mainly 12. It's a magic number, a universal number, because it's 3. The world works, the universe runs on 3. 4 is grounding, 3 is foundation or catalyst. So what happened was crystal all around. There's one central crystal, one down here, which is Bermuda and Bahamas, like we were just saying, right? And up here is where the ice was. So what happened was natural causes destroyed half the island, more than 2/3 of the island. And that sunk. Yeah? I know, isn't it so cute? I love it. Keep upstaging, you gorgeous. And then Polly, delicious. Look at all the hair. You're making me hot. Polly, you're making me hot. And then the bottom of it that remained was like a bump and a bunch of islands. And so one of them is Bermuda, Bahamas, and what's down here? the Bahamians are one of the last remains of the Atlanteans that connected this way towards the Americas. And
Right.
for 20, I don't know if it's 20,000 years or 10,000 years, but a ridiculous amount of time, because of the actions, it was a slow burn. They started with the matriarch, and they slowly, as a collective, lost sight of their divine, like divinity, their the light within themselves, how they're equal with nature, they're kind and they're generous and all that, and then I'm gonna say it again, not so friendly beings.
Do you think they had the technology and we've gone backwards again? Because there's always like
Well, they give us they're the ones with technology. Yes, they're the
when
technology
you
ones.
keep mentioning crystals, and what does all technology use?
So what? So yes, okay. Okay, so
Technology, the phone we're using, the computer we're using.
okay, yeah,
We
yeah.
need
So crystals are crystal is granite. Mainly it's granite. Granite is what we call a quartz. A quartz is something that is in everything. Quartz is the strongest. It's the 7 on the Mohs scale and Mohs scale for stones. Gosh, when I start preaching, I preach. Sorry, guys. Enjoy it. Just gonna keep going in this roll. Yeah, but that's a good question. So when the technology is like, there was also a cartoon called Atlantis from Disney, right? And they had 2 versions of it. And they had that ship thing that she plugged in a crystal. Yeah. And it didn't go fast. It went like, what, 30 miles an hour? Max? 40? You weren't supposed to go fast. You were just supposed to move. You know, what's
Yeah.
the point? Like, you're just gliding. Ooh, you just got tired. Let's glide. You know, that's the point of it. So yes, they had that, but it was conscious awareness that created the crystal to, like, you can activate anything and have an inanimate object and be like, this is so, let's say this is my crucial thing in my whole life right now. It is, I put so much love into this bottle because of the heat, but guess what? Oh, might be your internet warrior girl, I'm so sorry. And if I'm not coming in, pop in and pop out, you might be able to see better because warrior girl's saying her internet's funny. It could be mine. So we'll try it. We'll see both ways.
Could be ours, yeah.
It could be yours as well, yeah. So Atlantis was in pieces. So for 20,000, 10,000, something like that, ridiculous. You thought the dinosaurs were disappearing because just like that one big thing? No, it's systematic, slow, bloop, 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 bloop. You know what I mean? And it would hit constantly, and it would begin to slowly heat up the earth till it's a greenhouse effect, as we call it. It would get so hot, so much in the air, blocking, like it would be like that thick of thickness, like the heat that I feel in this bedroom would be like that in the atmosphere, and that would block the sun at some point. And then at some point, then it got cold. So you got a cold, you know what I'm saying? But because you still had meteors,